Hey guys, Liam here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to another episode of Form Fight. Form Fight is a series where we take a look at a Pokemon with more than one form, or a branched evolution, or counterpart Pokemon. We have a look at the differences between the Pokemon in question, and we try and work out which one is the best. And so we can see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. We also have a Metronome battle at the end, just for a little bit of fun. Just after all the learnings out of the way, we then just have a little bit of a laugh. But of course, with all that out of the way, let's have a look at today's challenges. Today on Form Fight, we're going to be comparing the two forms of Slowking, which are Slowking and Galarian Slowking. When a Cantonian Slowpoke is traded holding a King's Rock, it will evolve into the regular Johtonian Slowking. I guess it's Johtonian, it's from Johto. When a Galarian Slowpoke is exposed to a Galarica Wreath or a Galarica Wreath, let's go with Galarica, that sounds nice, made up of Galarica twigs, it will evolve into Galarian Slowking. But what makes these two regional variants of Slowking so different? Let's take a look. Regular Johtonian Slowking is 2 meters tall and weighs 79.5 kilograms. Its Pokédex information says, miraculously, this former Slowpoke's latent intelligence was drawn out when Shelder poison raced through its brain. Slowking can solve any problem presented to it, but no one can understand the thing Slowking says. As for Galarian Slowking, it's 1.8 meters tall, but also weighs 79.5 kilograms. Its Pokédex data says a combination of toxins and the shock of evolving has increased Shelder's intelligence to the point that Shelder now controls Slowking. Whilst chanting strange spells, this Pokemon combines its internal toxins with what it's eaten, creating strange potions. Appearance-wise, much like Slowbro, Slowking is a pink Pokemon that looks like a cross between a hippo, an otter, and a lizard standing on its hind legs, with a beige snout and belly. It also has a large hermit crab-looking shell atop its head with horns and a red jewel on it. It also has a red and white crest around its neck. Galarian Slowking has the same body design, but with purple coloration on the tip of its tail and its lower arms. Its crest has changed to a purple and dark purple shoal. The shelter on its head is now purple with a circular dark purple face area. Its jewel is now green, and its horns are also now dark purple. In their shiny forms, regular Slowking turns a darker shade of pink, its jewel turns pink, and its crest changes from red and white to blue and white. Whereas Galarian Slowking's arms, shawl, and tail turn a more bluish purple, and the jewel once again turns pink, as well as its body becoming a darker pink. Now let's have a look at their typing, weaknesses, and resistances. Regular Slowking is a dual-type water and psychic Pokemon, which makes it weak to bug, ghost, grass, electric, and dark-type moves. It resists fighting, steel, fire, water, psychic, and ice-type attacks and has no immunities. Galarian Slowking is a dual-type poison and psychic Pokemon, which makes it weak to ground, ghost, and dark-type moves. It resists fighting, poison, grass, and fairy-type attacks and has no immunities. Now let's have a look at the stats and abilities of these regional variants. Regular Slowking has great special defense and decent HP and special attack. It has average physical attack and physical defense, and of course, garbage speed. Its primary ability is Oblivious, which prevents Slowking from being infatuated or taunted or intimidated. As we said in the Slowbro episode, Oblivious protects your Pokemon from some very debilitating conditions that are outside the regular status condition pool. So of course, it's obvious that this is going to be a very handy ability. Its secondary ability is Own Tempo, which prevents Slowking from being confused, and of course, once again, blocks Intimidate. Now, we don't really need to tell you how beneficial it is to be able to prevent confusion, but if you have any problems understanding why that's such a good thing, I think you need to do a little bit more research, because not hitting yourself is very much a key to victory. Its hidden ability is Regenerator, which restores a third of Slowking's HP whenever it's switched out of battle. Of course, this is a brilliant ability for longevity on the battlefield, because it means that if Slowking is in a bit of a pickle, it can swap out, get a third of its HP back, and then re-enter the battle at a safer moment, or just when an opportunity arises. As for Galarian Slowking, it retains the same HP, defense, special defense, and speed as its Johtonian cousin, but loses a bit of physical attack in favor of increasing its special attack. This simply removes a little bit of Slowking's useless physical attack stat to improve its special attacking prowess. Its primary ability is Curious Medicine, which removes any stat changes from ally Pokemon when Galarian Slowking enters the battle. This can be handy for restoring the firepower or defenses of a worn-down ally, but do bear in mind that a poorly timed switch-in could see an ally's accrued benefits wiped away in an instant. Its secondary and hidden abilities are Own Tempo and Regenerator respectively, just like with regular Slowking, and we've already explained just what the benefits of those abilities are. Galarian Slowking also has its own signature move called Eerie Spell, which is an 80 base power, 100% accuracy psychic special attack that also removes 3 PP from the last move the target used. Haha, PP, very funny. Now, of course, it's time for me to decide which of the two forms of Slowking I prefer, but before I make my decision, make sure you hit like on this video. Let's go for 10,000 likes if we can, and of course, hit subscribe button so you never miss any of my content. Please, thanks, cheers, appreciate it. Now, my favorite of the two, I'm not a big Slowking fan, so this is quite difficult to be honest. I prefer probably the look of regular Slowking. I think Galarian Slowking is a little bit too overcomplicated in its design. Like, think back to Galarian Slowbro. It's a super simple swap around of Slowbro, whereas Galarian Slowking just, it has a lot going on. But I think that's been my problem with regular Slowking as well at times, but I feel like regular Slowking has less going on than Galarian Slowking, and Galarian Slowking just has a bit too much going on. But in terms of battle, I probably would go for Galarian Slowking. I like the idea of its ability, as scary as it can be if you accidentally remove any positive stat changes. So I guess swinging with it, I'm going to say Galarian Slowking is my favorite of the two from a battle perspective, because I'm probably more likely to use it in battle than I am to just be admiring it, buying plushes of it, something like that. So let's go with the battle side of things, and I'm going to say Galarian Slowking. An Eerie Spell is a great move as well, reducing PP as well as dealing damage, and a good, decent, significant amount of damage as well with 100% accuracy. It's a little bit of a broken move, isn't it? But of course, it's not just up to me to decide which is my favorite, it's up to you guys to decide which is your favorite. And of course, before the battle begins, don't forget you can use code ACE to save money on G Fuel. It helps out the channel, helps you by getting you a banging discount on some beautiful, beautiful energy formula. Adults only, kids don't need energy, by the way. The kids shouldn't be watching this video anyway. This is a channel for adults, mate. Kids get lost, yeah? But yeah, code ACE will get you money off this. It'll help support me, and it'll help you feel great. I hope I remembered to bleep that out. But anyway, Metronome battle time. I'll point out before we get started, these Pokemon have max IVs in all stats, 0 EVs in all stats. They've got neutral natures. They're holding leper berries. That's the only items they can have, because keeps the battles going a little bit longer if they do run out of PP. Not very often that happens, but just in case. Works a treat on Metromania. By the way, go and watch Metromania. It's like Form Fight, but it's better. It doesn't have all this waffle in it. Honestly, I wish all of you that loved Form Fight loved Metromania just as much, because I like that series so much more. Basically, the only advantage or disadvantage any of these Pokemon get comes from their typing and their base stats. And don't forget, a win in this battle doesn't mean anything, because Metronome doesn't mean anything. This is just for fun, to watch stupid Pokemon that look like stupid hippo otter lizard things doing stupid moves that they could obviously never ever learn. It's just for a bit of fun. Have some fun. Don't be so bloody serious. Let's go.
Oh, look at that. It's time for a bit of Metronome. It's Galarian Slowking versus regular Johtonian Slowking. Or just Johto Slowking, whichever way you want to explain it. That's what it is. Let's get ourselves a little bit hyped up. Hit a like on this video if you haven't already. Here's Shiny Galar starting things off for its team. What's on its mind here? Going to go for Stun Spore to start things off. So already we've got shiny regular Slowking. Oh my word, I'm just realizing, because I never use Slowking, I never realized the Shelder's eyes were on the back of its head. You are live witnessing this momentary reaction. What on earth? I've never noticed that before. Cosmic Power from regular Galar, and here we go. My mind is blown. Everything I believe about the world has been called into question. Here is, I guess the eyes had to be somewhere, regular Johto with Stomp on shiny Galar. Of course, no flinch because shiny Galar's already moved. But here we see shiny Johto ignoring the paralysis, going for clanging scales. That's going to deal damage to both the Galar Slowkings and, of course, reduce shiny Johto's defense by 1 stage. As we move into the next turn, my mind is still blown. I should have restarted this recording, but I'm not gonna. We're doing it live. Screw it, we'll do it live. Here we go. We got Leech Seed from regular Galar, but it's avoided by shiny Johto there. Now, regular Johto is getting fired up for Happy Hour. It's going to get caught up in the happy atmosphere, because that's definitely a better idea than actually, getting involved with the battle and doing something sensible. Now, shiny Galar is going to fire off a Perish Song. Oh, that could be dangerous. Of course, the rule with Perish Song in Form Fights and subsequently in Metromania as well is whichever Pokemon is the last man standing, if Perish Song comes into effect, is the winner, because that's how the game sees it. Like, if you're the last Pokemon standing, the game will call you the winner. Here's a Will-O-Wisp from shiny Johtonian Slowking onto the shiny Galar. I keep looking at those eyes, man. I keep looking at those eyes and thinking, oh my god, I can't believe I've never noticed that before. Okay, the Perish counts are all dropping. My life, I'm just choking on all of this excitement. here we go. You ever realize something you've never realized in Pokemon before, and it just absolutely takes all of your attention and blows your mind? Oh, dive from the shiny Galar there, using a 2-turn attack when Perish Song is in effect. That is dangerous. You need to be on the offense, guys. Come on. Here's regular Slowking going for self-destruct. What is happening? This is insane. So, of course, we know that Shiny Galar is going to avoid the attack. It didn't kill anybody but the regular Johto. My word, what is happening? Here comes regular Galar, who now has an advantage. Going for Ally Switch. Can you use that when your partner is... Apparently you can. You can use Ally Switch when your partner is underwater. Why not? Didn't know that was a thing. That's another realization I've had. This is a Metronome battle full of realizations. Here's Eruption, avoided by the diving Shiny Galar. So it's only going to damage the regular Galar there for barely any damage at all. And there's the burn damage on Shiny Galar. And the perish count of everybody falling to 2. So we got 2 turns left maximum in this battle. Still don't know which way this is going to go. There's the dive. Of course, it's not very effective on Shiny Johto there. And of course, regular Galar now has an opportunity to move because the speed dropped by the paralysis there. Metal Burst fails. Now it's over to Shiny Johto. What will Shiny Johto do here? Ignores the paralysis, goes for Calm Mind. It's a bit late for that, my friend. Upping defense, special attack and special defense there. Oh my god, I made a mistake. The comments are going to eat me alive. I'm only human. And there's the burn damage on Shiny Galar, and the perish counts are all going to drop to 1. This has been absolutely manic. I don't understand what any of these Pokemon are trying to do here. It's completely bizarre. What will happen next is anybody's guess. This is the last turn, as far as I'm aware. And then, wait, will Shiny Johto faint last because it's the slowest? Possibly. Here we see Shiny Galar starting things off with Leech Life, which is super effective and is going to restore a bit of its HP. It does a lot of damage. Shiny Johto could be on its way out before the Perish Song even takes effect. There's Shiny Galar restoring a little bit of its HP. It all depends, I guess, on what Galarian Slowking uses right here. And it's going to go for Heavy Slam. That's going to be resisted. So I don't know how much damage it's going to do. They're very similar weight as well. Brings Shiny Johto down to 16 hit points. What will Shiny Johto do in response here? It's going to go for Smart Strike, which of course won't be resisted because of the poison and psychic typing. Doesn't do a great deal of damage though, but Shiny Galar is hurt by that burn. But here comes the Perish Song. So regular Galar is down. Now we're going to find out who wins this thing. Shiny Galar is down. Regular Slowking team. The regular Slowking team won it, and I just don't know how. Down goes Shiny Johto. It was the last Pokemon standing, though, so the game counts that as a win. That was a complete mess of a Metronome battle, and I tell you what, I bloody loved it.
So you've heard what I've got to say, you've seen these Pokemon on the battlefield, now it's time for you to make your decision. Which of the 2 forms of Slowking do you prefer? Is it Johtonian Slowking, that I really hope I haven't called Cantonian at any point? Or Galarian Slowking? Let me know in the comments and explain to everybody why your pick is the absolute best. And that'll do it for another episode of Form Fight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Share the video with a friend. Of course, come over to twitch.tv/AceTrainerLiam to hang out with me during my live streams. And of course, use code ACE for money off G Fuel. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.